What's up, guys? Rome Grown back with another one, and today we're doing our August garden update. Man, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what's been happening for the last couple months. Yeah, it's been a weird growing season, to be honest with you, man. A lot of bugs, a lot of Japanese beetles. I had a late start on most of my plants, as you guys know, and I started off with our multiple seed per pot experiment. Have those going. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like in just a second. But first, we're going to start off with the herbs as usual and the kale, and we're going to see how all that stuff's been doing. So anyways, without further ado, let's see what we got. So as you can imagine here, as you can see here, we have the purple kale. This stuff was actually getting eaten earlier on in the season. We got a nice little, look at this butterfly, man. We have a little friend here. Yeah, anyways. So this kale basically was getting eaten a little bit earlier on in the season. This is the main kale I've actually been using in my food simply because it's the one that's been getting destroyed the least. We have our dinosaur kale, which actually was getting destroyed by the Japanese beetles, as you guys can see here. A lot of this growth has been just murked, and it looks as if something came and actually ate part of my kale, which is super upsetting, but I mean, it is what it is. There's a lot of wildlife. We live close to a lot of forests and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure there's like deer and that sort of thing coming and snacking on my kale. If not, some asshole came and just chopped it and had no respect for my garden. But I do have a couple of new shoots, and of course that's the main problem, is if the new shoots go, then you basically have nothing. Anyways, moving on, as you can see here, the rosemary is doing extremely good. Now, I took the decision not to cut it in any way. I'm going to let all these plants grow to their complete size, and we're going to harvest at the end of the season. As you can see, they're starting to take up a lot of the garden, so I may actually move those more towards the fence. Moving on, we have our oregano here, and obviously it's starting to flower. Very nice growth. I'm super happy with this. I will be chopping it down after the video is done because we don't want it to flower. We want it to produce. The thyme, as well, as you can see here, is doing very good. Definitely due for a chop. Lush greenery. Haven't taken any of it down, as you can see. Bronze fennel's also starting to get there. I do need to start trellising this up or give it some sort of support because it's starting to fall down, but I can't wait till these flowers start to develop and my new bronze fennel will come in. Now, as you can see here, the golden oregano, very beautiful variety. I haven't grown that yet, and I'm super excited to see how it comes out. I don't think it's very huge as far as flavor goes, but very beautiful. Adds a nice hint of yellowish green to my garden. Now, the purple, the red Reuben basil, rather, that thing was getting destroyed the most by the bugs, although it's just starting to bounce back, thank God. But I really had to let the plant go way later than I wanted to. Speaking of basil, we do have our regular basil here with a nice little weed growing in there, which I'm going to throw it right now. But this thing got destroyed, as you guys can see. Did not last. I'm pretty sure it was getting eaten by whatever was eating my kale as well. Super upset about that, but I am glad I did get an early harvest, so I do have some left. Our mint, our chocolate mint is, well, I've gotten a lot of mint off of it, and this thing just refuses to die. I pretty much chopped this thing down, and then you know how mint is. It just keeps growing and growing, and I can't control that shit, so it is what it is. Now, our Thai basil, which is the best basil additive for soups and pho. I definitely love this variety. Definitely had to let it kick back like the other basil. This wasn't getting attacked as much as the other ones, but super glad it bounced back. The globe basil has not been doing that good. I found the globe basil to be very sensitive, especially to any like large amounts of water. If it gets really rainy, then they don't really like that. So, you know, a couple chops and they don't do so good. Although it's starting to bounce back just slightly. As you guys can see, I have some new growth, but this plant wasn't doing that good, to be honest with you. Moving on, the two different types of thyme. We have the regular thyme, we have the orange thyme and the variegated lemon thyme. Both doing amazing. Can't wait to get these guys chopped down. I will be cutting these as the day ends. And yeah, that's pretty much how it's going for the herb side, man. Not too bad, not too bad if I say so myself. And obviously some of the stuff could do a little bit better, but I mean, you got to be happy with what you have, right? It's been such a weird growing season, and I've been very busy with my martial arts channel, so it's been hard to get into the garden as much as I want to. But for the most part, that's why it's good having a great mix, having a good potting mix to begin with, so that you only have to really add water. Now, as you guys can see here, how the pepper plants are doing, they are a bit wilty because it's super sunny today. I just gave them a bit of a wash. I gave them a bit of water so that they will pick back up by the end of the day. Obviously, when the shade portion creeps all the way forward, then these will perk right back up. It's just because they're under extreme light. And yeah, so as you can see here, multiple plants, new growth coming in, flowers are just starting to pop. You know, the bees and all the pollinators are really going nuts if you can see them flying around. But Carolina Reaper plant has since boosted, and it's at that time in the season where you're going to start seeing a lot of flowers starting to perk up. I'm very surprised about very surprised about some of my peppers and which ones actually got big and which ones didn't. So the Cayennetta actually surprisingly was a very small plant, although we do have some pre-peppers growing in here already. This plant is one of the biggest producers, to be honest with you, so I was just surprised that this thing grew the smallest. Now here we do have some peach stripies coming in pretty early. I'm very happy about that. And we also have some more varieties down here. You know, we got our spicy baby bells, we got the Jamaican hot chocolates, we got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, pollinators are going nuts. I don't want to bother that plant too much, but as you can see here, the biggest ones are actually the Palermo peppers. These Palermo peppers are insanely huge. Look how big these are. This is, I believe, the chocolate variety. So this is the chocolate Palermo. These are absolutely the biggest of the pepper plants that we have in here. These things are growing on 3-4 feet, something like that, 3-4 feet. And yeah, as you can see here, lots and lots of peppers to be had. This plant right here, I believe, is the Sugar Rush Peach Stripey. You can see so much new growth and so many new heads coming up on it. Very happy and excited to see what comes this season. The Japanese beetles have been destroying my blueberry plant. I will be having to chop this down, and I'm going to reset the plant from a little bit lower. This thing has been getting absolutely destroyed. As you can see here, the growth and the Japanese beetles have been absolutely relentless in my garden. Almost no way to contain them. My strawberry bush is doing okay still. It's doing okay, but as you can see here, just a late start in the season. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the August update. I didn't put anything in the front of the yard this year. I decided to stick everything in the back because I don't have much time to be toiling in my garden. I will be doing my chop, and I will be drying out whatever I do have and prepping it for the winter time when I eat all of these. So anyways, that's pretty much the garden update, man. I hope you guys are happy with that. Let me know what you guys think about the plants and where they are. If you guys are going through any of the similar problems with the pests that I am, let me know in the comment section. Did your guys' vegetable garden get destroyed by the Japanese beetles this year? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe button if you guys want more. Peace.